Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to set up domain hosting through Siteground. These are just a few of the steps to start a blog that actually makes money. My name is TK Keith, and this is the Trucker Passive Income.com. And what I'm doing is sharing with you how to go about setting up a blog that actually makes anywhere from $3,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 per month or more. And to do that, we're going to walk through these steps, and this is part of the process to get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to, overall, what we're going to do, we're going to set up our hosting with SiteGround. We're going to pick a plan. Then we're going to point our name servers from GoDaddy to SiteGround. And then we're going to install WordPress from SiteGround's dashboard. And finally, we'll be securing your website by the free SSL certificate that SiteGround provides to their users, which is a great thing because what it does is it prevents users or readers from coming to your website and seeing this huge red thing that says website not secure, which is a horrible thing to see. Because it turns them away, and I don't even think Google Chrome actually even renders your website if it's not secure. So make sure you follow these steps exactly, and that way your website will be set up the right way. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, full transparency, I am an affiliate for SiteGround. Now, this doesn't do anything to you. It actually probably gives you a little bit more of a discount in most cases, but in this case, it will give you a discount. And it does nothing to hurt you. All it does is supports the site for, suggesting that you guys use this particular brand or this particular company. And so what you would do is you just click right here on the go to SiteGround. So it'll take you exactly where you need to be. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get started. Now, the reason why I like SiteGround is because they have excellent customer service, technical support. And what they do is, I know for me, it's been plenty of times I've been up 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning working on a website, and I can't figure out how to do something. And I just put in a call, or I just hit up the chat, and they usually walk me through pretty simply. And so I highly recommend them. There's other, competitors that you can choose. They're a little bit cheaper, but they don't offer the support that SiteGround does, which is why I recommend them as you're going through this process. So you have 3 plan options. You can go with the startup, you can go with the grow big, or you can go with the go geek. Right now they're offering 73% off. So that's really a really huge discount. And so to get started, you would pick a plan. I would say start with, if you're just starting out completely brand new, go with the startup one. But if you kind of have a little bit of understanding of WordPress and the back end stuff, I would say go with Grow Big. Or if you have multiple domains that you want to set up, multiple websites that you want to set up, I would say go with the Grow Big if you have maybe less than 5, but the Go Geek if you have more than 5. So depending on where you are, you can just choose to pick whatever plan, and then it'll take you to the next step. If you watch my previous video, I purchased the Dogs Love to Run domain, and but I'm not going to use that in this video. I'm going to use actually a different domain. So if you already have a domain, you would make sure you click this. If you don't, you would register, but I would say go through the process of registering it directly through GoDaddy, because more than likely this is what's happening with these other places. They're registering it with places like Namecheap and GoDaddy and stuff like that. So I would say already have a domain, put in your domain, and then click proceed. It's going to tell me one thing, but no thank you, I don't want them to register it. And then you just go about putting your email address, your password, the password for your account, because you're going to have to set up your account through SiteGround. And once you do that, you should be good to go. Put in your name, all your basic information, your payment information, and then just verify that everything is correct. I would say you don't need the extra services. You don't need the SiteGround scanner, so you can bypass that. But make sure you confirm that you've read the terms of service and the privacy policy. Now actually go through and read the stuff, you know what I'm saying, like as best as you can. Now I know the technical jargon ain't really for the layman like myself. But this is, just at least look over it. And so then you just go through the process of pay now and getting everything set up. You'll go to your email and verify, check everything, and confirm your email address. And then you log in, and I'll show you what happens once you log in. All right. So once you've purchased your plan, you've chosen your plan through SiteGround. Once you also go and check your email and confirm everything and log back into your SiteGround account, what you're going to be coming to is your home screen. This is your home screen when you first log in. And what you're going to do is, since we're adding a new website, go to websites. Now, it might look a little bit different because I already have some domains set up. But when you first come in, you might not see anything here, but that's okay. Even if you set it up from the on screen when you first signed up with SiteGround's hosting and you chosen your plan, and that's okay. If you see it here, then it's going to be pretty much they're going to walk you through the steps. But for the most part, you just click on Add New Site, and from there, you're going to choose Existing Domain because you've already purchased one from GoDaddy. If you don't have the domain purchased, then you can go here. It's a little bit more, but it's more, I should say. It's more, so you can just go to GoDaddy and do it yourself and save a little bit of money. You don't need the temporary domain, so we're just gonna focus on clicking and selecting the existing domain. One of the things I recommend you do before you start this is to go ahead and set up a Gmail account, and that way that can be your main email that you use to log into your website. So we're gonna go ahead and put dogs love to run .com in there, and we're gonna continue. And this is gonna be our setup. We're gonna start a new website since we've never done it before. I am going to use the WooCommerce and WordPress application because I am going to use this particular website as an e-commerce store where I'll probably be selling like dog stuff. So where I will be selling dog stuff, and the rest of this tutorial where I'll be actually building this whole process out is available on Trucker Passive Income, where I show you how to build a whole website that makes you anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 in passive income, and you can get that by going to truckerpassiveincome.com. So if you don't want to have a store, if you just want to have just a site, a blog site, then that's cool. You can always add WooCommerce later, but you can start off with just the WordPress installation. But I'm going to do the WordPress and WooCommerce installation because I want to go ahead and get this set up off the rip. So we're going to have to select that, put your email address in there, and like I said, you go to Gmail and you set up the domain that you just purchased, and I put dogs love to run at Gmail, and then you put in your password. All right, once you do all that, you save and continue. That's going to be your password that allows you into the back end of your website. So we can go ahead and finish. We don't need the SiteGround site scanner. They're definitely trying to push that. And so that should be good to go. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy the name server, and then we're going to go over to GoDaddy, and we're going to find our products. So we're going to scroll down, and you're going to look for your domains that I have a pretty good selection of domains. So you're going to have to scroll down and find the one that you want to point the DNS to. And it's pretty simple. It doesn't take long, but I found the one. And then what I'm going to do is click on DNS. Okay. And then you go down to the Nameservers section. So this is the section you want to look for, Nameservers, and then you're going to change your name server. All right, enter my own Nameservers. This is saying it's advanced, but it's really not. And then you're just going to copy it. You're just going to paste it into there. You can also just paste the same one, but change the number 1 to number 2. So it says NS1, but you're going to put NS2. So you don't have to go back and forth between windows. But if you need to, you just go back to the previous window, copy it, and then, go and paste it in. So, but we're going to go ahead and save that and keep it moving. All right, it's going to ask me, if I consent to doing this, and I do. Okay. Now it's going to ask me for if you have two-step verification enabled, it's going to ask you to put in the code that is sent to your phone. Go ahead and do that. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go back over to Siteground while this is populating, and we're going to set up our SSL certificate. So what we want to do is we're going to go back to websites, and then we're going to go over to the domain that we just set up. We're going to go to Site Tools. And this stuff moves kind of slow. So now, all right, we're back. We're over here in the site tools. And what we want to do is we want to go to security, and then we want to go to SSL manager. Okay, once we get here, it's going to process everything. But once we get here, we're going to go ahead and set up our free SSL certificate through Let's Encrypt, and then we're going to go get. So that way we have a secure website. You see this padlock that's at the top of this. That's what we're going to have on our website, making it secure. Any transactions or anything that needs to be protected it adds another layer of protection for your website. So this is the good thing, and sometimes it takes a few minutes for it to populate. But once we do that, we have to just do one more thing when it comes to this. But there are some other tweaks that you can do to cache it and make it make your site faster. But this is the main thing that we need to do in terms of securing our website and making sure that it doesn't give us this notification saying that, this website is not secure, which we don't want, because that'll turn people away. All right, so now that we see that it's active, Let's Encrypt status is active. So now the next thing that we want to do is click on HTTPS enforce, and then you'll see that it's grayed out. So what we want to do is click on that and make sure that it's blue. So now our website is good to go. So let's see if it's populated already. And by creating a new thing, open up a new tab or a new window, and we're going to put in the domain. Okay. All right, and let's see if it's already set up. It's going to take a couple minutes because it's a brand new install. Sometimes these things take a little bit of time. Sometimes they could take up to 2 hours, sometimes a day. 48 hours, I think, is what they pretty much say that it's going to take. But usually it's pretty much done. As you can see, it's already set up. So this is the fresh install of dogslovetorun.com. You can see there's the SSL certificate, and you can show the certificate, and you'll see that it was installed, and it expires on May 30th, which it automatically does with Siteground. So this is your SSL certificate, and you're good to go. Press OK. Now what you can also do is check out all these other pages and see that they're also encrypted with the SSL certificate and HTTPS enforce. Now it's a little bit slower, but we got some tricks to speed up the website. But this is going to be a site that I'm going to build that basically is for people whose dogs take off and start running. So it really is about protecting your dog and training your dog to not run after just any old thing. So this is pretty much it for this particular segment of the video. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up your Sidekick by Google in the plugins, so that way we can go ahead and make sure that we have ads and we have analytics and we're registered in the search console. So that being said, let's go ahead and move on to that. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Site Tools. We're going to go back to My Account, and then we can easily go. We could have did it a different way, but we're going to go back to Websites, and we're going to go to WordPress Admin. As you can see, we're inside of our dashboard, and it starts off with the Siteground WordPress starter. So it just welcomes you to your site, and you can go ahead and start now. Now here's where you can go ahead and choose a theme if you want to. Let's see if they have a theme that's for dogs, just to kind of get us, or pets. My goodness, I don't know why I can't type. Okay, so we can either skip this actually, or we could use this. We can find a theme that kind of gets us started. But for now, let's go ahead and just skip over this process. We can always go back and find a theme to put into here. So we're gonna go ahead and exit out of here. All right, and there you have it. We have officially set up our Siteground install. We have WooCommerce. We have our WordPress install here. And what I would personally do, I would go to plugins, and I would deactivate, because that is the Siteground Central, and I would go ahead and deactivate that. That way it looks. Now I'm an old school I'm an old school WordPress person, so I like the look and feel of the original version, even though there's nothing wrong with the Siteground one. But this is what I'm accustomed to. I'm used to how it looks normally. So if you go back to the dashboard, this is what you're going to see, and this is what I'm used to. Now you can leave it with the Siteground Central. It's a good place to start if you're brand new. It walks you through a lot of steps. So hopefully this video has been helpful, and hopefully you subscribe to the channel and follow along as we build out this website. Again, if you want the full version and want to see the whole process, I'm just walking you through some of the things I'm talking about in one of the blogs where I'm talking about how to start a blog that actually makes money. And this is just part of the examples that I'm using to be able to show you how to go about setting your Siteground, your Google Site Kit, and a couple other things up. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I definitely appreciate it. You can learn more at www.truckerpassiveincome.com. That's truckerpassiveincome.com, and you can click the link in the description to take you right to the blog post. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing your next video. Peace.